Going on, Mo? Be down here checking out Detroit. I got a little sidetracked tonight. And I had a phone charger. And I bought another one, but I guess I just never drove far enough to see how crappy it was. So when my phone ran out and I plugged in the charger, it said fully charged in 12 hours. Shit. So I got that, went and ate, checked into my hotel. I got about an hour and a half of video. But now I'm gonna go down. This would be a good time other than it raining. I'm in Dearborn, going through Dearborn Heights. I'm about 10 minutes outside of Detroit. So in a way, on the interviewing aspect, it's not too great of a night. But on photography or driving around Detroit, I love nights like this. Thank you, Wayne. Got down here late, had to screw around with the phone charger. Blah, blah, blah. I did get some film, but my phone died and it was like dead. When I plugged in my charger, it said 12 hours till fully charged. Well, I knew I was hosed then. So I just had to go down to a Walmart. It's this Walmart. Now this area I'm in now, Dearborn Heights, it was like lower middle class. Dearborn was always like a little bit better. And I just went to the Walmart south of where I'm getting on the expressway here. And they've actually rented those auxiliary power units so they can fire up security cameras. There's 4 of them in the lot on top of the regular security cameras. So they must be having a lot of problems in the parking lot, and it's well lit. I had a clerk come up to me while I was looking at some phone chargers, and she said, oh, well, let me get someone to help you before you ruin the rest of our merchandise. It's like, what are you talking about? This is an open box. Anyway, I know I got a good phone charger now. It's not going to be a problem because it was actually charging while I was videotaping. So that's what I was looking for. Most of them are junk. So I'm going to be in Detroit. And, you know, this live is working better than it had before. I looked for Marguerite. I looked for Madeline, all those women. I did run into a girl on Michigan Avenue. And she wanted the $10 first, and she was pretty reluctant to do an interview to begin with, so I got an idea it would have been $10 and she'd have hit the road. But it was a bad area, or I'd have tried it anyway. I just got bad vibes there. I'm telling you, there's places down here you can't leave your car unattended for 1 minute, 10 seconds. Yeah, even my car. A lot of times these cars are stolen just for transportation to get to A to B. They're not stripping them or committing a crime with them or anything else. This bridge you see going over Telegraph here, it won't mean a lot to you guys, but when Kwame Kilpatrick, the crooked mayor from Detroit, was mayor, he got these arches put in because he thought it would make it looked like it was better coming into Detroit from Detroit Metropolitan Airport as you approach the city for the Super Bowl. I don't know if it worked or not, but that's why they put this big expensive bridge up here. This is kind of a cool looking bridge. So any areas you guys are interested in, I'm gonna go to where I usually go and then make my way up through different sections of Detroit. It's 9 o'clock here, almost 8:56. It rained almost all the way down here. It's rained on and off here. I was gonna take Daisy to her favorite park. Hey Nate, what's happening? Fishing docks? You know, we really don't have any fishing docks down here, believe it or not. Delray Park, which is a little dinky park that the power company had to build for the city of Detroit residents because they polluted the water. It's not even open yet. There's not much water access. I will go by the water where I can show you the Detroit River and stuff, but it's great. Really, the water access sucks. If you really want to see how it's done right, you can cross the bridge over the Canadian side, and it's unbelievable the water access the public has. So this is I-94 eastbound, and technically I'll be in Detroit in about 2.5 minutes. Not too many people swim. I mean, the rivers have come a long way. The Rouge River, the Detroit River, but you know, I hate to tell you, there's a ton of pollutants. Yeah, still raining. Yep, ton of pollutants. I wouldn't swim in there. If I did it, if you swallowed any, you'd be wanting to go to the emergency room. Now this is the Southfield Expressway. Everybody complains about it. I can see why. It's just shitloads of traffic, potholes. Goes through the west side of Detroit. It's always busy as hell. You know, I used to see there was a contract dispute or some funding issue. For a while, the state of Michigan was getting sued for people breaking down in places like Detroit and getting beat up or murdered or whatever. And you would see those vans on the side of the road that would help you with a road emergency. And you know, I haven't seen any of those in the last few months. I don't know whether that's a done deal or what. Hey, Haven. Wayne, everybody says be safe, man. I'll tell you, I'm going to be safe. I'd rather be lucky. I don't think this is unsafe. I really don't. I mean, if you look at the crime statistics, it probably doesn't make a lot of sense to go down here. But it interests me, and it's safer than riding a motorcycle, I'll tell you that. So I won't get down to the parts that I know interest people for about another 5 minutes probably. Nah, you know, I had guns a long time ago. I haven't carried a gun in 25 years. I'm just not into them. It's a pain in the ass carrying a gun. There's places you can't go in. If you forget it and you go over to Canada, it's just too much trouble. I'm sure I'll wish I had one when someone goes to murder me, but 99% of the time I'm glad I don't. There's the old Uniroyal tire. That was in the World's Fair someplace. Homeless people used to sleep in the bottom of that, but somebody found out about it and they cordoned it off and put barbed wire around the outside. Now Oakwood here, this is where Dearborn, Michigan. It's got a high Muslim population, and it borders the Detroit area. As I've said before, I lived in Dearborn for 5 years, and I still get down there a lot, and I never had a problem. They were actually nice people to have around. Excellent restaurants. I never looked at this, and the police chief's Muslim now. I never looked at the statistics, but I'll bet you, if you look at the residents of Dearborn, I'll bet as a group that the Arabic population has a low crime rate. That'd be just my guess. So you'll see when I get down here, it starts to turn in like to the industrial place. That's Ford World Headquarters. Well, part of it. Really, it's in Dearborn. That's a satellite office, so that's not quite true. Ford Motor Company is a shell of what it used to be. Now I could do one of two things. I can go right down to where I usually go, which I think will be low batting averages, or I can get off and go Michigan Avenue east down to where I usually go. and there are usually a lot of girls working at night. So you guys put in your vote what you'd rather have me do, because I'll be coming up to that exit pretty soon, rather than going all the way down to downtown. '2003 Astro van. Bought two of them at the same time. In Michigan Ave, all right. That's what I'll do, Wayne. I'm glad you caught me, because I'll be getting off right now. And this would be the very east side of Dearborn, where it butts up against Detroit. Oh yeah, yep, 2003 Astro van. I love this van, to tell you the truth. The other one had 400,000 on it from brand new. This one's got 335. But I do all the maintenance on it. I love the thing. I'm going to run this baby to one. That light is on because of an oxygen sensor. It actually needs to be blown out with a high pressure hose, but it really doesn't hurt anything. And I just hadn't got around to doing it. I just put new battery, new starter. I basically replaced everything. New alternator. You know, I still have the original water pump though. Couldn't believe that. I think it's because it's driven so much. You know, it keeps it lubricated. I change the antifreeze, flush the brake system, exchange the fluid every other year. So, I mean, I've taken good care of it. It's hard for me to read these captions sometimes, so I apologize if I don't answer your question. It'll get better when I get down where the traffic's slower. So right here is where Detroit butts up against Dearborn, East Dearborn, and like the southwest section of Detroit. You'll see there'll be a lot of topless bars, girls working, strip clubs, that kind of thing. There's the Venus strip club. Saved more marriages than it broke up. No, I never said that, but a guy told that to me. Adult bookstores, I don't think that's open anymore. Maybe it is. I don't think so though. Why would you have the light on if it wasn't open? You know, it's strange. There's quite a few businesses down here that used to be in business that are not any longer. And like the marquee's lit and they haven't been in business for years. I don't know who pays for the electric. And of course, all sorts of beer, liquor, lotto stores. Payless appliances. I'll tell you why you pay less, because they're used. I've had a couple requests. There's an upstairs apartment up there. Brent's place. It's like a horror house. Red light and bar. Why would you have bars on the window in the upstairs? So we'll get down here, little restaurants, tire repair place, party stores. If I owned a party store down here, I think I would call it Death Door Party Stores. Just some of these party stores. Now, you know, I tell you it's not that dangerous down here, which I really don't think it is. But they have these dirty windows and these old rusted bars in the front. Half the letters burn out on the open sign. Shit all over. Lotto advertisements in the window. And it just looks like a bad place. I will take you by what I would say is the scariest looking gas station. I mean, that sounds like an oxymoron. How could a gas station be scary looking? Well, I'll show you where it's at and what it looks like, and I'll let you form your own opinion. There's just something about it, dimly lit. Even when I got gas there one time. There's a Detroit cop with radar. Boy, that's surprising. I got gas there one time, and it just seemed strange. There's a pizza place. There's a antique store back there. I used to know those guys, and a lot of girls around that area. See, this guy stopped. You get every crazy driver in the world. The city was trying to revitalize this area, and you can see where they've put this parking. There was always some parking, but not as much as there's Hard Bodies, another topless bar, as there is now, because there was no place for people to park. They're working on this area, but they got a way to go. Now, as I inch up through here, I should see people out, but I don't, which I'm sure the rain probably has something to do with that. Now, I've explained this to you guys before, this Project Greenlight. This is extra money you pay to have civilians, I mean police officers, civilians too, but non-police employees monitor cameras 24 hours a day, so if they see something go down, there's always video and still photography. And it's supposed to make people want to go there more because it's safer. See, this is an area that they haven't really got to yet. This Senate movie theater is one of the places I was talking about. That Stein stays lit and there's no one around. Now, I should have by now seen women walking around, and I did not. But it doesn't mean it won't happen. Coney Island's all over. They come and go. There was a guy, his name was Nick Junkai. It's over on Schaefer near 4th Street. Really nice guy. And I go in there and get coffee once in a while. I'd always get a coffee to go. But he was murdered, I think 2 years ago, maybe 3 years ago. Somebody went in there and they didn't take anything. But shit was laying all over. And it was closed for quite a while. And a guy that was in prison that won a lawsuit against the state of Michigan, he got a couple $1 million being in prison like 30 years. He went and bought 3 hot dog stands, and that was one of them. Well, he's got his work cut out for him, believe me. More topless bars, liquor stores. Now you can see the Renaissance Center. Now right about here is where the state would be, I mean the city would be, you know, putting some money into making the roads better. See all this parking? And they have these bike lanes. I mean, there's some pretty decent places to ride bikes here. You'd have been out of your mind to ride a bike here before they put those lanes there. I'd still be skeptical about it. See, now this is Clark right here. I'm gonna cut down Clark because there's really nothing but going that way. And this is cutting back to where I usually interview the women. This isn't too bad, kind of an industrial area. I'll be coming up near the Hispanic area of Detroit, where the Mexican restaurants are. Berner Highway. It's like a well-known area. I mean, there are stretches of Werner Highway. You would think you were in Mexico. I mean, you go in, you order something, nobody can speak English. The food's fantastic. Hey, Jay. I will stop after I get up here so I make sure I don't miss any of your messages. This is industrial trucking companies. I'm cutting through. This is Clark Street. It's so much more well lit. A few years ago, before the city started improving, it was pitch dark back here. Now they have all these new LED lights. It's really a lot better. right here, this area all the way up to like where the Mexican restaurants are, is pretty much Hispanic. But you know, as I've said before, they've you know, I guess I am stereotyping, but they sure have kept the area nice, and they'll move into a dump and repaint it and put a gate around the front for their kids. I mean, they've done a lot to improve the community. There's a lady that owns I think it's a, what do they call those things they make tacos in? Not a taco shell, the like flour thing. She owns one of those companies down here and really has made a killing. And she's very instrumental in getting a lot of the things done in Southwest Detroit. They've got a new park down near the river. I think her name is Rosalita or Rosemary something. Oh, look at this poor old guy creeping across the street. So right here is Burner Highway. This guy better get out of the road or he's not going to be around long. This is, and I'm on Clark. There's, of course, a lot of Catholic churches around here. These are old school neighborhoods. And it's nice. Clark Park, it's kind of a famous park of Detroit. They have concerts there in the summer. You can see the Ambassador Bridge in the background. They're really tough, as they should be, on speed limits here, because there's a lot of Catholic schools. I mean, schools obviously not open now, but the cops do a pretty good job of keeping the speeds down. They park parallel here with their radar-equipped police cars, and it's like shooting fish in a barrel. See, there's the Ambassador Bridge. Really kind of a nice view. Clark Park, when they have the concerts, is a nice place to go. There's a nice place too behind the post office where they have big concerts. So, you know, they lowered the gas since I was down here a few hours ago. Now this is where I get off when I come down off 96 to 75. There's yep, Clark Street, you're right. This is where I get off, although I've cut across another way this time. This is the BP gas station up here. Cleanest Subway sandwich shop you'll ever see in your life. I don't go in there as much as I used to because I kind of started backing off coffee. Here's one of the unmarked Detroit police cars. I'll tell you, I hardly ever see cops. I'm not kidding you. Now this is Fort Street. I'm on West Fort Street, heading west. That's Windsor, Ontario to the south. This is the 4th Precinct Police Department. Now a lot of the girls will hang around this truck stop. It's not really a truck stop. It's a place that has diesel pumps out in this parking lot. Here's the fire department. You'll see them right around here and up here near the Chase Bank because it's well lit. But if I don't really get anybody up around here, it's probably, there's somebody right there. That's a guy that sells drugs. He's out there a lot by himself. I've seen him go to cars a lot. So I'll be turning up here because as you can see, this is all wasteland. I'll cut down here over and make a loop over around Zug Island. As you know, Zug Island's one of my favorite places. I looked for Marguerite, I looked for everybody down here and didn't see anybody. So this was, you know, used to be, you know, relatively high crime area, but as you can tell, the businesses have all been out of business and the buildings have been torn down. Yeah, fair. Well, you must have lived here or go by here or something. You seem to know the streets pretty well. I'm at Fort and Dragoon. I hope some people that are familiar with Delray are paying attention. There's a lot of people that have moved out that don't live here anymore that like to, you know, see what's going on. I think I'll cut down here. I usually wait. But I'll do this. Now I'm going by here so you can get a shot of Zug Island. I mean, believe me, I tell you like it is. It's not dangerous back here. You know why? Because there's nothing to steal. You'd have to be out of your mind to murder someone and throw them out back here, because if a cop happened to be back here, he'd wonder what you were doing back here and probably pull you over for the hell of it. Now, these yellow lights almost all the time is private security companies that have been hired by the state to keep track of things. I think this one may be the guard at Fort Wayne. Yeah, that's what that is. But you'll see them all over the place. I don't know what they're guarding. Zug Island looks killer tonight, by the way. You can see it in the distance there. I'll be going up there for my favorite view. There were plenty of times before the buildings were taken down that I would see women walking back here in the middle of the night. I don't know where the hell they were going. There's nothing back here. But I feel really safe back here, because I'm basically the only guy back here. I'll take you by the old bar in Delray. I have Daisy with me. I really don't like leaving her alone. I never used to be that way until like the last year or so. So there's the entrance to Fort Wayne. And that's a cop. I'll let this guy get by me. So he won't have to pass me at 110 miles an hour. Come on, man. It's probably suspicious. The water department's down here near the bridge. So what I will say is, one good thing is, on nights like tonight, man, Zug Island just looks so cool. So now I'm on West Jefferson. This runs along the Detroit River. That's some of the old buildings from Fort Wayne. This is where the park is, where people would go fishing. Right there, Delray Park, but it's not open yet. I would assume that some people got off work at the steel company, because you never usually see this many cars coming down here at once. There is a bus route that runs down through here. This is Matty Maroon's trucking company up here to the left, the family that owns the Ambassador Bridge. See, all these buildings have been torn down. All these old buildings. Yeah, I bet a shift got off at Zug Island. Up here is the fire department up here. Right there. Right next to it is a marina. There was a whole group of buildings right here in the corner. The guy's name was Stewart. And they finally got their hands on his property on a tax foreclosure. This is the Mexican Cantina bar up here. I've never been in there, but there's always a couple cars there. That's the train entrance to Zug Island. Come on down here, man. Take you guys, go in there and buy you a beer. We'll be one of 4 people in there. This is what used to be downtown Delray. The gangs are on the east side. These were some old commercial buildings that used to be in Delray. Well, that still are in Delray, it's just they've been long closed. So I'll go down here so you can get a good view of Zug Island. For anybody that's watching that that doesn't know anything about Zug Island, look it up so you know what I'm talking about. It's crazy. It looks like a place like where Martians are living, getting ready to blast off a spaceship. Somebody's at the motorcycle club tonight. See that white van? The Iron Coffins Motorcycle Club. There's a couple cars out in front, a couple vehicles. I talked to Richard today. I thought the state may have taken over his property. But I don't really think that anymore. I talked to him. He said the city's doing some of this. So here we are, Zug Island. It kind of illuminates the whole area. It's raining a little bit, but not bad. I'm going to get out so you can experience the whole Zug Island experience. It's its own little island, Zug Island. Okay, Daisy, stay there, hon. I'll be right back. I'll be right back, hon. I made a video earlier. You know, you think you're out here in the middle of nowhere. Not really. There's cameras all over. I've found cameras in the trees before. So here's Zug Island. That's one of the ways to get into Zug Island. That's Richard's house right there. A little bit of snow on the other side, but most of it's gone. Heroin problem. Yeah, you got that right. U.S. Steel owned and operated. That's right. So they're pouring right now. That's another bridge down there. This is the intake for AK Steel and what used to be the old Ford Rouge. It's the water intake. Hope you can hear everything all right. Park off West Jefferson. So that's about it. Here I will cut up and go around under the Rouge Bridge. And then I'll go up for it. Maybe head over. That's a good girl, hon. Good, honey. See, Dad wasn't gone long, hon, was he? Yeah, Joey Stables. Yeah, I remember going there for my birthday as a kid. Well, you've been around if you know Joey Stables. Hang on, let me put this thing in. I like this new charger. Hell, you're dating yourself, Joey Stables. You remember Chunigan Shrimp House? Not a soul on here. If you're a loner, you'll love it around here. Nothing here. You know, these lives, you know, I didn't really like doing them, but if it works, I'll do it. But I don't really like the camera quality that much. It's okay. It's funny. It makes really bad places look better and really good places look worse. It's really weird. See, there's cameras all over on the top of that building. I know Homeland Security has one of them. So I will go by that AC athletic club in Delray. Yep, see, there's some action at the motorcycle club tonight. It's the first cars I've seen there in a long time. Now, I will be going by the world's scariest gas station. I normally don't talk like that because when you get people that are doing videos, everything's scary and this guy, and they may get murdered. It's not bullshit. But this one to me seems scary. The old iron coffins. And they're partying tonight. So I'm in Delray. It's an old section of Detroit. It was its own municipality at one time. Was annexed into Detroit, I think, in 1902 or something. A lot of the old churches are out of business. That's St. Cantus Church down there. Long gone. Up here, if you guys ever watched the video of the guy that kind of rambles on and says he was a spy and wrote songs for Stevie Wonder, this is the intersection right here where he stands. I have not seen him in a while either. So up here is the world's scariest gas station. You guys make sure you vote on this. I do go down Jefferson and West Fort a lot. That's because, you know, I know those people from being there. Here it is right here. That is one of my main places. Bobby, I hope I see you down there sometime. See, here's a guy walking out in dark clothes. Crazy. Oh my God. So these areas should look a little familiar to you guys, somewhat. So this is heading back to the Athletic Club bar in Delray. This is one of my favorite parts of Detroit. It's so much more well lit now than it used to be. There weren't any lights here for a while. Yeah, it seems like that. Daisy, are you chilly, huh? Daisy's getting a little chilly. Cut all her hair off. They just rebuilt this bridge. This is the Rouge Bridge. It was a 2-year project. They really cleaned up a lot underneath it as well. That's where the bar's at. It's listed on Gate Street. This is a concrete plant. This is an old park over here, Foreman Park. It's surprising to me how many people know about it. Old mature trees back there. This lady keeps such excellent care of her home right here. I've always hoped I'd catch her outside. Car's always nice, lawn's always nice. There's the old Athletic Club over there. Doesn't look like much is going on there. Actually, it doesn't even look open. No, I don't think that's open. There's no cars in the lot. Huh. Well, I guess, what is today? Wednesday? Long time. What would you do if your van suddenly stopped? I'd call AAA. I'm not too worried about it. I maintain this van, so it's not like I've just been driving it and not doing anything. It's not to say that something couldn't happen. You know, if my van just stopped here, I wouldn't be too worried about it. Right up until they cut me into little pieces. It's not like you think here. Look at this, the old railroad tracks that haven't been here in years. I can go by Tom's place too if you want. The guy I interviewed. Hey, David. See if he's around. These people on this strip right here, they always are really into the holidays. Christmas, Halloween, the whole bit. I've never met any of them, but they do a good job at decorating, I tell you that. Ahead of me is that Marathon Refinery. That's Speedway gas. That's been there for years. Used to be owned by the Fisher family. That's Morton Salt right there, their building. They had a bunch of old buildings back there that were torn down. That's one of the new bridges that go across the Rouge River that was rebuilt. Nice state-of-the-art bridge. Freighters will be coming through pretty soon. Now this is West Fort going east, going back towards downtown. I caught little glimpses of it, Catherine, a couple experts on Detroit. The one guy said I do go down 4th Street, Jefferson a lot. That is true, I do. It's because it's my favorite area. This is kind of like a slow area. There's only one bar that stayed in business up here. West 4th Street Bar. That's one of the few party stores, although it's kind of out in the middle of nowhere. This is like heavy industry there. That guy's been there like 30 years, that locksmith. There's Daisy right there. Daisy rides shotgun. She wants me to put the window down, probably. I took your advice, Catherine. It was too wet, so she didn't get to go to her favorite park. Look at that guy's got some headers on that new van. Yeah, she's not big on that. If it's on, concrete or something, she doesn't mind, but if it's on grass, she doesn't like it. This is basically the only bar remaining left on West 4th Street Bar. See, they have security up here guarding these produce trucks all night long. Afraid they're going to steal some tomatoes. Private security, as you can imagine, is a huge business in Detroit. The problem is like insurance premiums are so super high in Detroit that if you've got like a big place, if you have a lot of claims, it's hard to get insurance, or they charge you up the yin-yang. It's cheaper to have a security guard. Yeah, I've been into that, Jamal. I've been into that place before and talked to that. Is it Les or Wes? He's actually a pretty nice guy. I don't know if that show's still on TV or not. The way that show happened is that Steve Wilkos, who was Jerry Springer's guard on the show, he got his own show, and then they had the same agent, and he kind of lined them up with the jewelry store guys, and the rest is history. I don't really know how much those outfits make, though, to tell you the truth. I don't think it's that great. I know that those Alaska crab fishermen, they didn't really make that much money, and to me that was the best show they ever had. I wouldn't have wanted camera people around all the time for that chump change. See, here's another guy with the yellow light. See it blinking over there? I don't know what the hell that is. Looks like it's about ready to burn out. Looks like somebody trying to fake security to me. Yeah, there's somebody sitting in it. Yeah, Deadliest Catch. I love that show. And then as the Phil and some of those guys started to drop off, it just wasn't as good. It's never as good when there's a replacement. The same with narrators. Replacement guy, the show usually dies. Especially when they try and imitate the guy that made the show famous. Go on, Daisy. Go on, hon. Go on, hon. Go ahead. Go on, girl. Go ahead. Go on, hon. Jump. Go on. Go on. Go on. Go on. Daisy's trying to jump over in the other seat. So as you can see, there's the old Campbell. That's where Angel lived, right there. And here's where I would see someone if they were out. So I can try the old Michigan Avenue trick again. Although this rain's a killer. So I think as far as running into anybody, I don't think it's going to be that good for that tonight. Eminem, that's up on 8 Mile. He actually lived, I was told he lived in Oak Park, which is the north side of 8 Mile. I don't know if that's true or not. He lived on the very outskirts of Detroit. I mean, I'll get the address and stuff. I'll go by there tomorrow so you can see it in the daytime. You know, I want to make sure I get the right place. See, I get off here at Michigan and head west, but this rain's a killer. So sorry it wasn't a little better action tonight, but that kind of happens when it's raining. Yeah, I'll go by Eminem's place tomorrow. I know, I've seen pictures of it before, but I remember there being some controversy about him really living in Oak Park. I mean, he did live on 8 Mile, but not the Detroit side 8 Mile. That might not be true, though. lot of traffic tonight. Now I could show you some west side of Detroit if you wanted to. If that interests anybody. The east side I think is better in the daytime. I really do. You can get it's kind of congested up there, and you can just see a lot more in the back. I don't go to the west side that much. I could do that if you're interested. All right, if you're down for it, I'll do it then. I'll get off at Southfield up here, take Southfield north, and show you that place. There is a guy that logs in here a lot that's up around 7 Mile and Telegraph. If he's watching, he can come outside and say hello. I'll put him on video. Or if the Camera Crusaders are watching, Jonathan Pomeroy. They do a lot of Detroit stuff. All right, Debbie. It's just as good in some senses, but you're not going to find the people walking around. Tons of abandoned homes, just blight up the yin-yang. Sad. It's actually worse than where I usually videotape. Yeah, you know, there's not that many Popeyes around here like you'd think. You'd think they'd be all over hell. I think Popeyes has good chicken. I really do. I get a lot of requests for going down around the Arab businesses in Dearborn. I could do that too. There's really nothing to them, just, you know, designed a little differently. Why this guy is going so slow? Maybe he's looking for a wrecked truck. Oh, he's got a car in front of him, that's why. You know, you catch this corner part of Dearborn, and then I'm out of it again as soon as I turn north on the Southfield Expressway. Catherine, these ought to be familiar looking places to you. See, I'd get off there if I wanted to go to East Dearborn. No, did I see Penny? No, I did not. He might have been thinking about Tassie. Yeah, Tassie's doing well now, actually. Yeah, you were close, Tassie, Penny. Penny. It was Penny that was murdered. Yeah, I looked for cricket tonight. I saw her in December. Seemed to look the same. See, this is Dearborn area. Dearborn, if you look, is you know, the suburb closest to Detroit on the west side and the east side of Dearborn. Kind of a nice place, middle class, upper middle class. The Eau Rouge River. Better believe I'm driving Miss Daisy. She's sacked out in the back. So I'll get over here to Southfield. I'll get off around Warren and show you what that's like. Yeah, Warrendale will be over near there. Yep. Boy, a lot of you guys are from there or live there now. Yeah, you're welcome. It's interesting. I'll be getting off up here in a couple exits. So you can see all the project green lights. These places were redone though. They're much nicer than they were the last time, so they must have high crime here, or they wouldn't have all these green light programs going on. I used to live up here a long time ago, for about a year. It was actually, they ended up having a federal drug sting there, busted a bunch of people. 7450 Woodmont. They got the new street lights though. It used to be so dark. There was a Polish family that lived right here in the corner. Their home was always like brand new looking. Yeah, let me see, 7450. It's right up around here. Yeah, right there with the faint light. One on the left. That's it right there. These other houses look about the same. There's a Catholic church up here that's managed to hang in there, those St. Christopher's. Right here. I think they still have a school there as well, which is hard to do in this day and age. They've hung in there though, I'll tell you that. That's the school. That's one of the abandoned schools, I think. I don't know the name of it. That must be the new one next door. Yeah, that would make sense. See a lot of people out walking along the street at night, like this guy, dark clothing. So this is the west side. No, I'm not. Nope. See, now this used to be Herman Gardens, and was subsidized housing, and they came through and did all this new development, and I really don't know how well it's fared, to tell you the truth. But the old ones were torn down, and it's a federal project. They put these new ones up. It looks like it's nice, but it wasn't too nice before they redid them, I can tell you that. But they look nice now. That's all, it's the old, I think they call it something different now, but the old name was Herman's Gardens. So you would think that doesn't look bad. No, it doesn't. It really doesn't. It looks pretty good. Whoops. I guess you drive right into the back of this. I don't think these streets go through, although I'm not sure. Yeah, maybe they do. I'll find out. See, this is all like this. I didn't realize it was this big, to tell you the truth. But these places look nice. I don't really know how old. Catherine, do you know much about this area here? When they built these, they look nice. You probably remember back in the Herman Gardens day, Catherine. I'm surprised it's not gated through the whole way. You know, with the security guard, I mean, why not? Whoop, road closed. Well, there you go. So I guess it doesn't go all the way through. It's so weird. I think I did read an article one time where they hadn't finished it, so I don't know what. Catherine, what's the deal on this place? This old Herman Gardens. Why do they have part of this blocked off? Seems crazy to have all these nice looking houses right in the middle of nowhere of a bad area, but here they are. This place is giant. Looks like maybe I can get out here. Yeah. A lot of them look vacant. So this is Joy Road, yep. You know, a lot of people will say this Joy Road area is really bad. I don't think it's that bad. I mean, every place has a green light blinking. That's definitely not a good sign. But it shows that people care. Look up that Project Green Light if you're wondering about what I'm talking about. All these green lights that are blinking, that's what that is. Yeah, I know, it sounds like a nice street, I know. will eventually run into Dearborn Heights up here. And then I'll probably head south and head back to my hotel and get up early tomorrow. Tell you, these LED lights really made a big difference. These streets used to be so dark. Tom Marino's Pizza. One thing you don't need to worry about getting here, and that is beer. If you're feeling lucky, lottery tickets. Coney Island doing a good business. America's Place, no thanks. Oh, no kidding, eh, Brian? Yeah, I was up there this morning. This Valero has the cheapest gas, usually. No, I don't need struts. It sounds like it, but I don't. No, it looks different at night. You're right. Kind of, you know, and these new street lights make roads look better. Now this area I'll be heading into up here, I'll tell you as soon as I get into it. It's nothing really. This will run into Deer. It may be the south edge of Redford, but it's nothing I think you'd be interested in. Did you say, where do I sleep? When do I sleep? Yeah. I'm a late night guy. I've always been that way. I like driving around late at night. I've been this way since I first got my license, believe it or not. Shit, I wish I had YouTube back then. I'd have 100,000 videos up. Park Joy Bar. That's where I'm going to take Catherine for her birthday. Yeah, and I slept late today. I didn't get down here till really late. I've been sleeping late, staying up late and sleeping late. So this up here will be Joy Road and Telegraph. Now you guys can hang in there if you want until I get to my hotel, but there's really nothing you're going to be seeing great up here. I mean, it's iffy, but it's not like Detroit. Yeah, see, this is the tail end of Redford, which people say it's just like Detroit. Not really. There used to be a party store when I lived in Dearborn. I'd stop up here. If they're open, I might stop in and get a beer, drink my troubles away, watch TV for a while. I'll carry the camera in with me so I look like one of those guys that does some of those big city videos. There you go, Detroit Pizza Factory. Boy, that home cooked meals, that's been there forever. Telegraph Grill. That party store was up here. Probably out of business. A lot of places went out of business and the economy tanked. Little Sicily, does this look like your neck of the woods? Believe it or not, that's the Little Rouge River. There you go, Catherine. Hey Sherry, how you doing? Oh, this makes a lot of sense stopping here. No, Catherine, Warren's next. Here's Daisy, look, sleeping. Daisy, you sleepy, honey? Huh? Catherine, it's not supposed to rain here tomorrow, is it? I think it's supposed to be a decent day. There's a Tim Hortons. There's a Boneyard. Good ribs. Video store still open, hard to believe. I don't think that party store's around. Come on, you dumbass. There it is right there, it's closed. Mike's. Look at that place. Catherine, you ever been in that Blue Moon? I'm heading back to my hotel room. Rain here tonight, you know, kind of be able to get a good night's sleep, get up early. Ugh, tired. I used to live back in there a long time ago. So this is Dearborn Heights, Dearborn area, right in Catherine's neck of the woods, where she grew up. Ugh, excuse me. Old Dearborn's hell on turning on reds here for some reason. Now there's a party store down here. I'm going to see if it's open. I don't know why you can't turn on red anywhere in Dearborn. It's probably closed. They close kind of early. But I'll see. Oh, excuse me. So not a bad day. I did do some video because I didn't have a phone charger. Went out and bought a new one. So it wasn't like it was a wash or anything. And I'm down here and I'll be getting up in the morning. Get a good start and spend like 12 hours here tomorrow. I'm gonna go by and see if this party store is open, but I doubt it. It might be. The sign's on, so that's a good sign. Boy, in the economy tank, these places went out of business left and right. Yeah, it is open. I don't know if I can, yeah, I guess I can't make it here. Yeah, they redid this place. They never used to have that many lights. Here's the sidekick. Yeah, those scratchers, they're such bad odds. Now I'm going to do a video like these guys do on these channels. I don't have the right pocket for it, I don't think. God damn it. This jacket doesn't have the right pocket in it. This one might. Let me go in here and get myself a beer. I may lose you on this. My secret recording device. I'm undercover. Whoops. Let's see here. Slam Jim. I used to have these imported beers here, but they don't anymore. There you go, I'll get myself. You can't get malt liquor up where I live. They don't have it anywhere. I get one every once in a while. You guys picking one? I think I will get a... we can't get this in West Branch. Look at that. 10% alcohol. Get Daisy beef jerky. Hey, how's it going? Pretty good. Get Daisy one of these.
Every week? Is this for you, sir?
Yeah, that'd be good.
$3.70. Anything under 5 on it, extra 50 cents.
Oh, that's all right.
What we can do is just extra 50
I
cents.
Sorry.
Okay,
I don't care.
I'll just add. That's fine. Are you going to do cash then?
Yeah, I'll do cash.
Okay, great. No problem. There you go, my man.
Thanks a lot.
Welcome. You have a great night. Thank you.
Thanks a lot.
Thank you, sir. Have a good night.
You too. Got Daisy in it. Got Daisy a strip. Man, I haven't had one of these beers in a long time. Drink my troubles away. I got Daisy a jerky stick though. Daisy, I got you a jerky stick, hon. Yeah, I did. I got you a jerky stick, honey. Yeah, I did. Yeah, I did. Yep. Got you a jerky stick, hon. Hey, Richard, what's going on? Yeah, Daisy's liking her jerky stick. She's gonna like it. So tomorrow will be a lot better. Thanks for riding along. It's kind of like a no-brainer. I still like doing it, but I can understand why people that didn't like doing it would think it would be unbelievably boring. You got my vote. Man, I hope this guy's turns. Come on, dumbass. Catherine, did you... Yeah, Colt 45. Nick, I haven't had one of those, and I can't tell you one. You can't buy that up north anywhere. None of those beers. Come on, buddy. You coming over here? That's it. No signal. That's my man. I'll probably drink about a quarter of it. But I like the taste of it every once in a while. I gotta go down here. You can't like, I think I could have went one more, but I wasn't sure. They shut down this massage parlor here, I guess. Arrested a bunch of people. I see that Kraft, the guy that owned the New England Patriots. He got out of a blowjob. They dropped charges. Good for him, man. I mean, here we got people importing fentanyl, heroin. They're out hiding cameras in massage parlors, arresting guys getting jacked off. I don't even think he got a blowjob, to tell you the truth. I know where that massage parlor is, but for different reasons. It's right across from the park where the sea turtles breed. That's right, man. Here it is, the palatial Red Roof Inn. So I think that's about it tonight, faithful viewers. I appreciate you riding along. Tomorrow will be a good day, and I'll be here along. I may even stay a third day if I have to. I haven't had any like really great days in a while, so I hate to go back until I knock one of those out. Somebody parked in my parking spot. What the hell did they do that for? Yeah, now I can't park up near my room. God damn it. Motherfucker, that means somebody's not parking in front of their room. They're parking in front of somebody else's. That's not that big a deal. That's the Dearborn Country Club. And believe it or not, that's the Middle Rouge River. That water down there, same one that goes by Zug Island. It's like 3 parts to it. I gotta get my cameras though. And then I gotta get my Daisy girl. My new charger worked really well. I'll take you in, I'll introduce you to Kay, the lady at the counter. Hang on, Days. Now Dad's gotta get his camera first. So I'll get my 35mm camera. Zip up my other one. Dad's gonna get his cameras, honey. Hold down there, okay? Come on, Dazer. Come on, hon. Come on over here. Come on. Stay there now. Stay there, honey. Come here, Dave. Hey, where you at? Daisy. Daisy. Stay there, hon. Come here. Come over here. Come here, hon. Come here, honey. Good girl. No, come here. Come on. No, Daisy, come here. Come on, we're going this. We're going bye-bye. Come on. Come on. Come on, hon. Let's go. Come on, this way. Hey, come on. Come on. Good girl. Stay there now. Let's go over here. Good girl. Good girl, hon. Stay there. Stay there, honey. Sorry. Look at Daisy, thinks she's getting something to eat already. You're gonna get your beef jerky strip, hon. And they leave the heat on in these rooms. Like, god damn it. I had the air conditioning on since I left and it's still hot in here. I got Daisy one last snack before she goes to beddy. Got my key in here. It's Daisy's jerky strip. Yeah, it's all right room. I've stayed here so long. I get a good deal. It's enough for me and my blow-up rubber doll. I'll introduce you to Kay, the clerk. Daisy, before I let you out now, she said there's some big dogs staying here tonight. I want to make Dave, not yet. Daisy's paranoid of me leaving her here. Okay, stay, hon. Okay. I think I might have got it. Okay, stay there, hon. Hold on. Just want to make sure there's no dogs out here, honey. All right, come on, hon. Come over, hey, over here now. Stay by me. Come here. Come over here. Follow Dad. Come on. Stay here now. Don't go out. Hey, now be good. Be good. Stay. Hey, look. Stay here. Stay here. Here's Deliverance. I don't think so. Yeah. Hey, you know what? You know those people on my YouTube channel? Uh-huh. They wanted to say hello to you.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because
okay.
I tell them I come here. So this is Kay. Did I let Daisy in there? Or you
Can they see
staying out?
me? Yeah.
Yeah, they can see you. They've asked me about you before, but it's always been people in here, so I never really. So this is Kay.
Hi.
It's my favorite clerk. Tracy said hi.
Okay. Hi, Tracy.
KR Hub said hi.
Okay.
And they wanted a report on if I'm a good guest here or not.
Yes, he's my excellent
Hear that?
friend.
Sherry says hi.
Hi, Sherry.
Inert Object from Australia says hi. Debbie says hi.
Okay. Hi, everyone.
So you're getting off pretty soon, huh? No, I don't think I need a lane checkout. Would you get a new chair?
No, this is Janet's house.
No, all right.
She's looking for Harley.
She brings her dog here.
Did you go and eat?
No, I didn't. No, it looks like you. I ate something earlier today.
Okay.
You just get in these moods where you really don't feel like eating that much, you know? Are you working tomorrow?
Yes.
Oh, okay, good.
Yeah. I'm just ready to get out of here. I got back at 10 in the morning.
Oh, you do, huh? Wow.
Going to a meeting with Janet.
Oh,
It's
yeah?
a good thing I wear under, because my shirt was way up here.
Oh, that's all right. Nobody could see anything.
But I always wear double coverage.
You do?
Yeah.
What are you hiding it for?
Because I hate for it to flap
Yeah,
when
all
you
right.
walk.
Oh, God. So you getting off at 11, huh?
Yeah.
All right. Here, hey, well, you know how to hold this. Like, you can face it towards me because they never get a chance to see me. Not that it's any great thing, but you see how it comes up?
Yeah.
They're talking, and you can just hold it like that,
Okay.
and then I can stand back here, and they can see me. But
Okay.
normally, I don't want to set it on a tripod. See where it comes up?
Mm-hmm. I see hi K. Oh shit.
Yeah.
Oh shit. It was.
Yeah, it's kind of fast. Here, I'll show them Daisy. Here. Come here, Daisy. Come here, honey. Here's Daisy. They say I'm afraid to show myself. It's just not practical. You know, when I'm at home,
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to have the damn camera facing me the whole time. What, are they talking a bunch of shit about me?
Ann says, "Hey Tom, it's pretty nice. This nice place there." Yeah. Daisy.
Good to see the old
So they
man.
can see you.
Yeah, they can see me, yeah. And
Oh.
then you're seeing what they're saying. See, they can hear our audio,
Okay.
but they can't talk to us.
Okay.
So
Got
they have
it.
to type everything.
Okay.
So I tell them I stay at this Red Roof Inn, I was telling them about you. It's like, they like to, meet the people where you stay, that kind of thing.
He's an awesome, awesome person.
Who is?
You are.
Oh, God, they don't know me very well. That's why I like these relationships. They never see me pissed off, grumpy,
Here.
bitching.
Just glad to
Crazy.
finally meet Kay.
Yeah, see, isn't that great? No, I don't think I'll need that, I don't think I'll need that late check-in. I think I'll be getting out of here pretty early.
Okay.
Isn't that cool? But you'll be in tomorrow, so you'll be off early then.
No, I'm going to a meeting with Janet in the
Okay.
morning,
All right.
and then I come back at 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
All
so,
right, so maybe I'll say, I might stay another night.
okay.
Knock out, have fun down here.
Just let because Shannon will be in the morning.
Okay, all right. I didn't see any of those big dogs you're talking about.
Good. They're further down.
Yeah, good. What, are you warming up your car? It's not even cold out.
Harley's in the car.
Oh, yeah, that's okay then. Yeah, he's up for him, but not you. I do the same thing for her. All right, Kay, I'll see you tomorrow.
Okay, Tom.
Thanks for getting me and everything.
All right.
Say bye to everybody.
Bye.
Daisy, you gonna stay with Kay? You're going to Betty? Bye. Let's go, Betty. We're going to Betty. Do you think I'm lying? Come on. Hey, want to get a good beating? See you, Kay. Come here, hon. All right, thanks, Kay. See, this is right over the approach for Detroit Metro Airport. Hear a lot of planes, but I don't care. Come on, hon. Let's go down here. Come on, Daisy. Hear him in the background? Kay's a sweetheart. Come on, hon. She hasn't been quite herself, though, the whole time. I don't come down here as much as I used to. But we used to go out to dinner and stuff like that. And she just isn't as up for that. I really don't know why, and I don't want to really pry. You know? Something's a little off there, and I don't really know what. Come on, hon. Daisy. Daisy, get over here. Good girl. We're gonna go right in here. Daisy, Daisy, get over here. Right here, right here. Look at her. She's black. I don't want to get run over. There you go, honey. See what you guys are missing? Oh, thanks, Jack. I mean, I try to be, man. I try to be. I still lie sometimes. But not about my YouTube videos. No, I never worked at Selfridge. I used to go to air shows there once in a while. The east side, I never was at too much. Here's Daisy's thing. Look at this, you guys. Tell me I never show my... You guys are crazy. Showing myself tonight. I never have a mirror around. Had Kay videotape me. See? There you go. That's me. But look at this tonight. This makes it all worthwhile. Camo silver ice. I can't tell you the last time I had one. Daisy gets her jerky stick. Oh yeah, I'm not getting it all at once though. Daisy's put on a couple pounds in the crack it open. Yeah, no problem. Hold on, let me set this thing up here for a second. God damn it. Hold on. We're gonna get it, Daisy. Don't you worry, hon. We'll give you your jerky stick. I got a damn crown put on a tooth about 3 months ago. And it's a little bit high. I can't open a jerky stick now because I can't bite it with my teeth good enough. You say you're not supposed to do that anyway. Hey, Sherry, what's going on? Only a little ways away, Sherry. Man Arbor. Thanks, Carol. Thanks for checking in. Yeah, Daisy here knows she's getting her jerky. Good girl, hon. Good girl, honey. That's a good baby, hon. You get one more. She want to drink water all night. So, little Cicely, in honor of you for being such a good viewer. Let me see if I can do this. Gotta see if I can. I don't know how I can do this. What's wrong with? Nothing's wrong with her. She's great. I guess I'll just have to show it to you. You can hear it. Ah. This is going to be a good one. This is. Thank you, Eric. Ah. For every goddamn miserable day I was on the wagon. I'm drinking Detroit's best. They say when in Rome, do as the Romans do. Camo Silver Ice 40. 10.6% alcohol. 40 ouncer, man. Hey, Deb. Only thing about this, I can only stand to drink about a quarter of it. Then after that, it just doesn't taste good. I don't know why. It's weird. Man, I've seen this cleaning lady. I'm going to tell her, quit turning this heat on. God damn it. First of all, it's like a night. I told them you need to donate the thermostat to the Smithsonian. I mean, look at this goddamn thing. That looks like something that should have been on Ozzie and Harriet. And I don't care what you put it on. It has a mind of its own. Hey, Catherine. Catherine, now look at the size of this bed. 4 pillows. Yeah, I won't be able to, Bobby. I won't be able to drink the whole thing. No way. I like it only to a certain point. I'm the same way with potato chips. See all the old TV channels. You can tell you're getting old when you come back to where you grew up and you don't recognize one news anchor on the TV. None. Here, get all the 40s. 1/3, 1/2. See NBC, all this. Yeah, that's how it is, Sherry. I haven't been out to Vegas in a while. I told you guys earlier on the way down here, if you were listening. Who is that? I don't even know who that is. Yeah, they got porn, but not the good stuff. All that cheap shit. You know, if you're ever trying to get some woman to watch porn, of course I haven't done that in years. You don't want to bring in the guy stuff, that supercharged X stuff. That will turn them off so bad so quick. You're better off plugging in a love story and then getting kind of some of that, you know, not really porn, but blue movies, or you'll ruin the whole damn thing. Oh, Michael Bublé? Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm lucky the volume's down. I don't really care for the guy. These are pretty nice rooms, though. Consistent, you know. Rocco Siegfried, yeah. Well, he doesn't look so good lately. Have you seen pictures of him? You know, he married a beauty queen. Yeah, you're lucky, Mr. Nelson. It is a nice bed. Now, I know this sounds crazy to you, but, you know, certain things bother you. I got a guy that worked for my sister for a long time, and she owned those McDonald's franchises. And that son of a bitch would sleep in a rental car in the parking lot, even though he had a nice room where they go to these regional meetings. And he finally told me one day why he did it. And it's because he couldn't stand the thought how many people screwed in the bed that he was going to try and sleep in. That shows you perspective. That doesn't bother me. Matter of fact, I look at it as kind of an honor. But he would not sleep in a bed because of that. That's getting out there, isn't it? I might stay tomorrow night, depending on how things go. See, here's this camera I keep bragging about to you guys. That's my Nikon. I've had that for a long time. Great camera. If you're ever going to buy a camera, buy Nikon. They hold their value. You pay more for them, but they're worth it. Take my pants off. Here's my beautiful camera. My Canon HF-G30. So damn great. Love this camera. If you need a charger for your phone, a good one, get one of these micro, what the hell's the name of this damn thing? Whatever it is, they sell them at Walmart. Studio by Bell. This thing is excellent. Really good one. That's my one for my car. One in the car is great. So I'll plug in my video, charge my video camera up, charge all my batteries up. Got a lot of extra ones. See, I don't need to charge I didn't take any 35mm shots today, but I did bring that charger with me in case I needed to. You good girl, hon. You good baby. So I charged that. Now I just have a couple extra batteries. Never know when you could use them. Yeah, these are always clean, believe it or not. Got my extra batteries in here. I don't know if I got my extra charger though. It's not looking too good. It's my Mexican from the earlier. I was going to give it to a little snack before Daisy went to bed. Oh yeah, I have it. Got these old batteries. These batteries don't last forever, you know. Gotta plug this one in. A hair dryer. I don't think I'm going to be using that. But I told you guys on the way down, we got that one charging. I'm going to be busted a move pretty soon. Yeah, you want to get up in the beddy, huh? You want to get up in the beddy? Want up in the beddy? See, she'd be so damn hot now if I didn't chop all her hair off last night. You want to get up to beddy? Come on, get up bed. I'll get up in bed. Come on. Come on, Daisy. Come on. Come on, Daisy. Did I put you up to bed, huh? There's the Dazer. Good girl. Good night, Inert. 5.5. See where I chopped all her hair off? She's a great dog. She's a good girl. Good night, little Cicely. Are you going to bed, little Cicely? I will. Daisy's so spoiled. Oh yeah, that's a good girl, huh? What, hon? Sherry, how you doing tonight? Hey, Tim. The AC bar wasn't open in Delray tonight. Yeah, she does that a lot. Sherry, did you work today? Fixed Tim's settings? Yeah, I can't from my phone. I don't think I can. Let me see if I... The settings are entirely different on a phone. Yeah, I'm gonna drink it. See it over there? She wants one of these fries. Okay, Days, you got a bag. Bag, hun. Bag, that girl. Still, I think she did put on a couple pounds. You want to go to Baggy? You want to beg, hun? You beg? Beg. One. Beg. Good girl. She probably doesn't drink K's, sweetheart. Yeah, I thought I fixed all those. I guess I might have missed some. That's that damn YouTube. Good night, Care Hub. Get some of that good Mexican tomorrow, too. Yeah, I didn't take them off or anything. I just put back on as many people as I could. Why do the girls have to beg? Yeah. I can give Daisy a taco, and every single piece of onion will be laying on the floor when she's done. I don't know how she gets around it. Yeah, the landing strip. I don't go to topless bars anymore. Too old. I don't want to look like an old pervert sitting on the side of the bar. I don't want to be that obvious about it. So, here's some little things that you might not like at a place. My security lock is gone. So I guess I put that on the side. Just sit back, drink this 40. I'm sure old Homeland Security, I bet they don't have to do anything on me anymore. Just automatically download my videos. No, I wouldn't smoke it. Put a chair under the knob. Good thinking. I'll buy you some while I'm here, though. Ugh. I don't know why this guy's on even. Thought he just sang Christmas songs. 30,000, is that what it said? Yeah, I haven't looked at it lately. Hey, Jim. That's all bullshit. I told you that, Tim. The guy on the phone? Oh, yeah, adding 50 cents. I don't give a shit, really. I just didn't feel like doing it. Oh, thank you, Sherry. How does it say? Is that the exact number? Hey, I've told you guys before. It's all bullshit. I'm doing the same thing I did when I had 100 subscribers. Oh, 73? Yeah, it seems... Yeah, people kind of like the, driving around videos. Hell, when I tried that about a year ago, nobody watched them. It's weird. I don't know why. I don't know why it works the way that it does. But I can tell you one thing, there's no correlation between hard work and subscribers, because I don't do shit. Hey, Sherry, that's right. Must goes up, must come down. I don't think that that's part of the scam. YouTube doesn't take them away. I'm drinking it. Here's a beautiful sight. Watching TV through your 40. This is my salute to my viewers. You're watching TV through my 40-ouncer. Hey, Jessica. Hey, Wrinkle. Yeah, I've watched a couple of those before. Wow. If you stay around long enough, you'll get subscribers. 40-ouncer. Yeah, I've never watched it. Well, I mean, I shouldn't say I never watched it. I did look at one time. That's good for him, man. I tell anybody, good. I wish everybody well with their channels. They can post their links on mine, promote themselves. I don't care. Happy for them. It's all bullshit anyway. Letting Daisy lick the bottom of the taco thing. Yeah, she'll be here later, Mike. Malt liquor. Yeah, I haven't had a malt liquor in a long time. Yeah, were some people talking shit about me tonight? I think Catherine might have kicked some off. That's nothing compared to the emails. I delete about 200 a day. Catherine, what were they saying about me? Rotten bastards. Yeah, I like scotch. Single malt generally. 10-year. Yeah, what were they saying, man? You're not going to hurt my feelings. Tell me what they said. Yep, Daisy got hers. Jerky stick. Yeah, I don't like them calling them hookers. Look at Jim over there in Scotland. I thank Scotland for our great Scotch whiskies. There's an ironing board. I mean, who uses all that stuff? That's right, Wrinkle. It's like that with everything. Thank you, Catherine. Catherine, I wish you'd give them both barrels, though, rather than just silently hide their comments. Yeah, that's how it is, Sherry. It's just how it is. There's a lot of people, a ton of people. I tell people all the time, if you're going to use, if you're going to be on YouTube, you better be thick-skinned. Now, I guarantee you tomorrow, after like having Kay film some of me, I'm gonna get a bunch of emails. I look like a fag, a child molester, a serial killer. No wonder I don't have a girlfriend. Yeah, that clown that said his wife got killed in a carjacking, he's a kook too. I deleted a bunch of his comments this morning. Yeah, I don't know who that is, Jeff. You know, I'd have more respect for these people if they had enough balls to use their real account. If you really ripped me up one side and down the other, and I looked at your account and you had, 50 of your own videos and big playlists, all right, you're entitled to your opinion, but 95% of them don't have anything. It's just a brand new account just to write me a shitty email. Good night, a nerd object. What are you getting back to work doing? What are you going to be doing? Good night. Yeah, I mean, people are nuts. Here in Township, that's where I take Daisy running. That's where that park is. Look, he saved a lady from her burning house. I don't really agree with, cops going on TV when they're saving people from burning buildings. I mean, isn't that what you're supposed to be doing? Are you going to bed, little Cicely? I just caught somebody was saying something to you, but I found. Oh, okay. There's the Dazer. Yeah, here in Township. That's where that park is. I was going to take her there tonight. Oh, okay. Yeah, I never had too many problems. There's downtown Detroit. I have run in them with some once in a while. Not much though. Look at that rain. Oh, I believe it, little sissy. Sherry, you off to work tomorrow? You feeling good, Daisy? You feeling good over there, Daisy? Just letting the fan blow on her face. Yeah, girl, hon. Early, wow. I'll probably be getting up half-assed early. Daisy, you feeling good, hon? 62? No, channel 4. She's feeling good. Yeah, she likes that. Fan blowing on her face. Daisy, you feeling good, hon? Yeah. Yep, she's feeling good. Channel 62, I don't remember that. Sherry, do you remember when the Ghoul was on? The Ghoul? He'd show like scary movies and cut them down. It's getting lower. I just looked him up on Google the other day. Yeah, Daisy's sweet. She's a good girl. Daisy, a good girl, honey? Huh? You a good baby? You staring at my bottle cap, Daisy? You guys ever think you'd have so much fun? Well, there's a WWE wrestler getting arrested at a strip club. Yeah, I don't blame you, Deb. Good night, Sherry. Look at that dead baby, and the mother's missing. That's sad. WSO, or said he was a superstar. You can rewind the video you're watching. It says his name on there. Travis, if you Google it, you'll find out too. Put WWE wrestler arrested in Detroit. It's like he was at a topless bar. It could have been. No, what happened? I know she was having, I think she was having health problems, or they were going to cancel her show. What happened to her? I think that Wendy Williams, she looks like a transgender to me. Oh, no shit, huh? Well, good luck to her. Wonder what pills she was taking. Vicodin? You know, for every time you do cocaine, it ages your cardiovascular system 10 years. Now, that doesn't mean you're going to die every time you add up 10 for every time you took it, but it wreaks havoc. That Bob Probert, a lot of pro athletes, you know, they drop dead at 48, 53, heart attack. It's from early cocaine use. Oh, she was on crack too? Oh, that's too bad. I wish the best for her. Yeah, he's probably some bum. They called him a superstar. It's too bad for her. I think all these late night talk show hosts are terrible. I don't think they're funny. Their guests aren't interesting. Yeah, they're so boring, man. Cheated on her with a younger woman. Hey, Robin. Hey, Siska. Oh, yeah, let us have it. Give us your opinion. Where are you from, Robin? Oh, thank you. Oh, New York, that a girl. Which part? Which? Oh, okay. Good for you. You ought to do some videos there where you live. Be fun to watch. Yeah, I thought she was strange, Wrinkle. I really did. I mean, I don't give a shit what people do. It's their business. But she just struck me as like she used to have a dick. Oh, you could tell, little Cicely? Yeah, that's what I thought, Travis. Yeah, I didn't care for her. I just, cross paths with her once in a while, on the internet. Oh, I didn't even know she was on the radio. Hey, send me that. What are your thoughts about these drug addict prostitutes? I find them very endearing, Robin. I find them super interesting. I find it brutally honest. It just, when I come upon one of those women, it's just so much endorphin and adrenaline and serotonin that just is banging around inside my brain when I'm talking to them. It's just supercharged emotion. Like being in that situation, walking the streets, being alone, lonely on drugs, nobody caring for you, could get murdered any day, could overdose any day. I just feel like helpless and I feel like clueless in what to do. I really love them though, in a way. Chosen One was kind of a joke, actually. There was a time when YouTube wanted people to have channel names. They didn't want you just using your email. And I had just got done watching like a special on LeBron James. So I was like typing, and I typed in Chosen, just kind of like, fucking around. I thought like Chosen One, anybody that would call themselves that is a joke. So when I made it Chosen, and then you know how you'll type in Chosen, it'll bring up suggestions. And one, well, when it's spelled, one, WON, it's like you won a game. It doesn't have anything to do with religion. It's just a joke, really. Chosen One. It's not like Chosen One Jesus. So that's how I did it. And at the time, I was just, fooling around with YouTube, but there really wasn't much of anything. And I was categorizing my own videos. So I didn't really give a shit what the name was. And then it just kind of kept doing more videos, and it kind of stuck, and I'm kind of stuck with the name now. Oh, good for you, Robin. What are you doing now? I would sure love to interview you sometime. That's one down doing these videos, and that is that when I am acquainted with someone and I keep in touch with them, someone that's got out of that lifestyle, they don't seem too eager to want to be interviewed. They want to live that whole damn life behind them. Oh, that's interesting, Robin. Congratulations, by the way. That's very difficult to do. I'm happy for you. So great. It's hard, Robin, and I know. And I know you know. A third of these women are dead that I interviewed. And there's 5 that are dead that I didn't know that I tried to interview, but they didn't want to do an interview. How, Autumn? How could you do that, Autumn? Never did. Never tried drugs myself. Nope. I've had big problems with depression, but not drugs. Hello, Stephen. Thank you for checking in. Yeah, I never tried them, Siska. It's pretty cool how people can come on and tell their stories like this. I think I identify with all these women in a weird way. Yeah, I know, but I don't think it's that it's not like one shoe fits all, Robin. I mean, that may have been the way that it worked out for you, but I think some of these women just don't have the tools. Okay, Autumn. The food is good here, if you know where to go. I'm in Dearborn, Michigan. Farios. Robin, that is great. Robin, would you say it's all totally behind you, or do you have remnants show up once in a while of your past life that make you feel bad? So great. Oh, yeah, that sucks. Well, we're all here for you. A lot of good support here, Robin. I'm glad you found this channel. Good, Siska. You've done well yourself. Well, thank you, Robin. I know what goes into this, and I know how hard it is to get out. And like I said, I think I'm exactly like the women are minus the drugs. So I think that's how I identify with them. Yeah, Autumn. Yep. Private detective my whole life, Robin. I've been a private detective my whole life. Oh, that's okay, Siska. That's better than heroin. You come over here and visit in Michigan, take you around the summer, show you some beautiful areas. No bullshit, no strings attached or bullshit either. Show you some beautiful places like Mackinac Island, Traverse. That's interesting. Good. Great, Debbie. Wow. Yeah, Detroit's super interesting. It's got a long way to go, but if it never got any better, I just in good conscience, I don't know that I'd encourage anybody to move here quite yet. If you had a lot of eggs in your basket. Suburbs, yeah, but that's not Detroit. I'm talking about Detroit, the city. If you were a young family and asked me about moving there, I'd tell you to avoid it like the plague. I'm sorry. I'd tell you to move to a suburb. I'd give you some recommendation like this place where this hotel is where I'm at. Dearborn's a beautiful place to have kids and a wife and a nice house. Yeah, Detroit's cool. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, I'd like to, Robin. Robin, my email is Tom TOMREED 1956 at gmail.com. Yeah, B note. That's because you read all that bullshit on the TV. The chances of you breaking down in Detroit and anything happening is next to zero. Hey, look at all those bugs. Look at poisonous toads. Wow, that's not far from my place in Florida. Look at that. Wow. Yeah, there's probably some people that really aren't that mellow, but it just seems like because of like KR Hub and Catherine, I mean, this mellow, but it's the people that have become involved that you don't want to offend. I mean, it's all good. I mean, I watch my dirty mouth on here because of some of the people on here, and which is good. Yeah, there's a good Chinese restaurant to eat in the mall down there in Boca, Uncle Ty's. Excellent. I have a bed and breakfast down there in Florida. Half of one. Black and Irish crazy. All right. Welcome. Yeah, I had enough 5 years. I couldn't wait to get out of there. All right, Siska, you understand English well, then that's good. Yeah, get out. I know one that got out, and I keep in touch with her. Normal life, I don't know if I could go that far. Getting out and normal life are two different worlds. They don't go hand in hand. Greenwich Village, all right. Nah, B. Mercer, honest, those guys were just rough on the edges. When they talked about ragheads and camel jockeys, they were really talking about terrorists. Honest, I'd tell you if I thought they were bad guys. They just were on the ignorant side, and I think misspoke. Phony paper tigers. I got an email from YouTube on that. They limited my video to no advertising because of the content. Southgate's not bad. Hey, Tracy. Good night. You too. Oh, you got me. A good place to meet girls. What kind of girls? Yeah, I mean, racism, I mean, I think all that bullshit's blown out of proportion. I really do. It's such a fine line of bullshit. Yeah, you're right, Siska. You're exactly right, Siska. That's an interesting question you bring up because a woman could escape the streets, get off drugs, meet a guy, have 2 kids, be a soccer mom, and wish she was back in the streets. That's no shit. Be careful what you wish for. Somebody just said something about their mom being white. Are they biracial? Oh, that's okay, little sissy. Not I'm an American Negro, not African American. My mom. Yeah, it's different, Deborah. Good for you. It's funny. I mean, I've known people that if they met you and you told them you were from Bahamas, they would not consider you black. My parents were racist. Gypsy, that's all right. That's good, Debbie. Yeah, I think that stream comes and goes. It'll fix itself. Yeah, mix. That's true, little Cicely. Little Cicely, you look Italian as hell, though. Yeah, that's cool. I don't care one way or the other. Oh, okay. Yeah. Good night, Catherine. I'll be checking in with you tomorrow. Yeah, that's the way I look at it. I think class is divided by income, not race any longer. Yeah, I'll go with that, black and Irish. Wish I'd have been born about 20 years earlier, though. Yeah, you're right about that. I mean, but you gotta define racist, you know, if you have a preconceived notion about a class, that's your own business. And you're ignorant if you think that way and you don't take it on an individual basis. But if you start fucking people over because of their race when you don't know them, then that's the problem. You can think what you want, just don't discriminate based on your own subjective beliefs. I tell people all the time, I don't like green beans and I don't like peas. If you look, you guys never get a chance to read all the hate emails that I get, but they're always, like the guy that I interviewed that was liver, they call me a cracker, an exploiter, a whitey, hate blacks, I discriminate. There's one video I have, if you guys ever look, where I kind of give a summary of Detroit, and it never used to get any views, but it's getting a lot of views. I'm a racist, but I'm not really talking about race there. Yeah, I don't like green beans and peas, but I don't need to defend it. You know what I mean? I just don't like them. Yeah, most serial killers are right. It's funny you should say that, Robin, because if you look at the different white people kill people in a very different method than blacks do. You don't hear whites doing drive-bys. They'd rather cut them up and put them in a piece of shepherd's pie or something. Or blacks that just, some blacks would just cap your ass over looking at them wrong. Not all blacks, some blacks. Found that it isn't just battery. Excuse me. It's temperature. The phone gets too hot when it's recording a long time, so if it cuts out, I apologize. I had to plug it in. Wish I had a cooler for it. Good night, little Cicely. Thank you. Go through my comments and delete all the shitty ones and block them. Little Cicely, look at my messages. You can get in there as a moderator. You'll see I didn't have a chance to go through them today because I left early. You'll see all the shitty comments I get. I don't really care though. It's just takes a long time to delete them. See, this says my phone's temperature is too high. Charging will continue when the phone cools down. I'm not, Siska, you're not going to bed yet, are you? Yeah, I know, Deb. I'm with you. No, if you can. If you don't have time, that's fine too. I'll eventually get to them. But I know there must be a shitload of them on. Because usually I go through and delete them, but I had phone problems today. All right, Autumn. Thank you. Glad to have you here. Good night. It is, Bobby. That's your fault too. You motherfucker. Yeah, the black thing is... The black thing, man, I'll tell you, that's a can of worms in a lot of ways. I mean, it's an instant argument. You know, they get on me about my Detroit commentaries. If you look at the one video where there's two videos where I talk about Detroit. Look, here's my take on the whole thing. When I talk that way, the first one was a bet. I have a buddy of mine that tried to become a filmmaker, and it just didn't work out. But about 4 years ago or so, I bet him, and I said, hey, look, I was just fucking YouTube. I said, hey, look, I'm going to show you the difference between a negative video and a positive video. So the negative video, which is where I did a commentary on Detroit, I wasn't really talking about blacks. What I was talking about is there's a lot of bad areas, and I explain that, where the people happen to be black. I don't think the areas turned that way because they were black. It's because they happen to be blacks that live there. That sounds like I'm parsing words, dancing around it. I'm really not. I don't think any of those places are there because the people were black. It just worked out that way. Yeah, I didn't even mention black. I was just referring to the damage and carnage that went on in those areas. And I did reference black when you voted by race. Kwame Kilpatrick, who was in federal prison for another 30 years, fucked Detroit so hard. And they knew he was a scumbag before they reelected him. But a lot of the residents of Detroit voted black because they were afraid of what a white guy would do. I mean, that's just a fact. You can look at anyone. And by doing that, they ended up reelecting an incumbent who essentially broke the city. Google his name if you don't believe me. Kwame Kilpatrick. Hey, Sheila. You know, I lived in Chicago for 12 years, 13 years. That's a lot of bullshit, too. He did, Michelle. That's exactly right. I know everything about me, Kyle. What do you want to talk about? He's in federal prison for another 30 years. I am in Dearborn, Chiquia. Yep. Down here at the Red Roof Inn. I don't bring up race. You've never heard me bring up race in any of my videos. I've referred to an area, and I've referred to people that have voted for a guy that put the town in bankruptcy. It wasn't based on race. It was based on what he'd done. I've been to Boston, Black and Irish. I love it out there. Faneuil Hall, lobster sandwiches. I'm not a racist. I'm not. I'm going to interview some women that work the streets tomorrow, Kyle. I don't like the Boston pizza that much. Yep, that's right. Tamara Green. Yeah, it's fishy. Nah, Grand Rapids sucks. It's the Bible Belt. Not interested in Grand Rapids. Thank you, Debbie. Kyle, I don't mind, man. I wish some of these people would leave me these Mark Furman. Yeah, you know, I'll tell you though, Robin, honestly, Mark Furman, he might not have been a racist. He might not have been. Just because they busted him on that one comment he made doesn't... Let me give you an example. Let me give you an example of this. So I'm down in Florida. I'm building this bed and breakfast, and I got this contractor. And he's always talking about blacks this, blacks that, blacks are fucked up, blacks should be slaves, blah, 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 blah. But he was a pretty good guy. And he always kind of took it as, this guy's full of shit, okay? So one day, you know, I had some time constraints on getting approvals to have this building built. And this son of a bitch was an hour and a half late. And actually, it cost me problems because I had to reschedule with the building inspectors, which put me behind like 3 weeks. So he gets there, and it's like, sorry I'm late, blah, 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 you know. And he just wasn't that kind of guy. So I finally said to him, "Hey, look, motherfucker, what is the deal? Why didn't you call me? I mean, this really fucked me up. I'm 3 weeks behind now." And you know what he told me? He said, "I'm going to be totally honest with you." He said, "I saw a car accident and there was a black guy involved, and it wasn't the black guy's fault. And I knew they were going to fuck that N word. And I just couldn't stand to see it happen. So I went back there. I was the only witness." So there you go. A lot of people will talk a lot of shit. He was always talking about blacks. But when it came down to crunch time and he thought that a black guy was about ready to get fucked, he came to his defense. And the only reason he told me that story is because I was about ready to dump his ass for being that late and caused me those problems. But I've kind of experienced that stuff myself before. Believe me, I kickboxed, boxed, and when I would get in a hassle with a black guy, I called him every goddamn name in the book, and he did the same thing to me. But it was in the heat of the moment. That same guy that I was talking that shit to, I would have changed a tire for him. I would have lent him money. He could have put me down as a reference for a job. I mean, this shit is so crazy now. You say that word one time, man, your career is over. But a lot of people talk that shit, but they really don't mean it. I'm 100% believer in that. I really am. I don't say this much because it just sounds like you're covering your ass for a bunch of bullshit. But I had a black guy as the best man at my wedding. And I lived with black guys by choice when I went to college. And I'm glad that I did. But people accuse me of being a racist a lot of the times. I must seem like that kind of guy or something. But I don't think I am. I mean, I have said derogatory words and told derogatory jokes. And you just can't do that shit anymore. No, so I'm not gay. I wish I was gay. Blowjobs are a lot cheaper. They really are. I'll tell you, you can get gay blowjobs all day long for 15 and 20 bucks. Oh, here's Bobby Kimball. Oh my God. Bobby, I would just love for you to just go away and never come back. You've got to be special ed. Hey, Ness, what's happening? Oh, come on, Robin. I don't believe that. I don't believe that, Robin. I don't know any people with white guilt. I'm sure you conjured up some bullshit to think it's out there. You know, the media is responsible for a lot of this bullshit. Hey, Dylan, what's happening? Media caused a lot of this shit. Yeah, they're always keeping the pot stirring. Hey, Wrinkle. Talking about race now. I hope we do talk about it. Talk about how much of that 40's left. That's it, Kyle. I am Ness. You guys are talking about me being a racist and I'm drinking a 40. I know. That's racist too. A white guy can't win. If he doesn't like 40s, he's a racist. And if he likes them, he's a racist. You know, I looked for her tonight, Anthony. She wasn't around. I hope to see her tomorrow. Yeah, Ness, you're probably right, Ness. Shaniqua Jones, man. I wish I had more people like that around. I would just as soon air this race stuff out. I really would. Making up all this bullshit. I swear I would. See, now I guess I am a racist because I think Shaniqua Jones is black. Yeah, Eminem's good. He's cool, but I don't think I'd go to see him. OE, I don't know what that is. Says my phone's temperature is too hot. I don't give a shit. I really don't, man. I mean, some of my most endearing interviews were with black women. Angel. I swear to God, there was a special quality about Angel. It really was. I'd give her a big ass hug if I saw her right now. Yep, she's knocked out. She is the greatest dog I've ever had, and I've had a lot of them. And the other dogs that I had, I would never say they were the best dog I ever had, but I will say that with Daisy. She is such a great dog. Given away twice, and I ended up with her. Hey, Shaniqua, I hope you do. You can work for me longer than that. I think you'd be a valuable asset. I'm in Detroit. I'm actually in Dearborn, Wolverine, right next to Detroit. Yeah, Angel was a sweetheart, man. And you know, if you talk to the people that were related to Angel, that were friends with Angel, that kind of worked as a pseudo mother to her, you'd cry your damn eyes out how hard they tried to help her. I've been a private detective my whole life, so Alan. Angel could have been a real estate lady, a human resources executive. But her relative told me that once she got HIV positive, it was all downhill. She gave up. Yeah, it sucks, man. Yeah, I know, Robin. Yeah, I know it. That fucking blows. But you know, it's the perils of addiction. You know, sometimes you just do shit like that. I don't know what goes on in the minds of someone that's a heroin addict. Everybody lies to some extent. It's just the culture forces you to want to embellish things. Being like it's people say I'm always so honest on my YouTube videos. Yeah, I am honest. You know why? Because there's nothing at stake. Why wouldn't I be honest? I don't give a fuck. I mean, there's nothing at stake. It's not going to affect my income. It's not going to affect my reputation. It's not going to affect a relationship. So I'm just out there. I can afford to be honest on my YouTube videos. There are probably instances where I'm going to have to lie my goddamn fucking ass off. So for everybody out there that thinks I'm so honest, it's easy to be honest on YouTube. I don't have anything at stake. That's why. I mean, it's refreshing, really. I love YouTube because of it. I wouldn't give a shit if I didn't make a fucking penny on YouTube. It's all lunch money anyway. And I'd give it to the girls anyhow. Yeah, I mean, you know what happens is people end up selling out at a certain dollar amount. I'll give you an example. If you look at that Confederate flag interview I did with those two rednecks out in Pennsylvania, I knew back then that if I edited out where they said ragheads, camel jockeys, and believe it or not, they weren't saying that in a negative way. They were referring to terrorists. That video would have been suitable for all advertisers. I'm not doing that shit. I'm not. YouTube has allowed me to be honest. Yeah, you're right, Black and Irish Crazy. Yeah, you got a good argument for that, Michelle. You know, if there's some heavy consequences, you know, I'm good friends with a prosecutor in a county that I won't tell you the name of. And we argue constantly. And she's always talking about this honesty fucking bullshit. And I tell her, she tells me all the time that she hopes she never prosecutes me because she thinks she'd have a tough time doing it. Yeah, you know why she thinks that? Because I'm not going to show my hand to them. Pleading the fifth is a huge get out of jail free card. I would never, ever, ever show my hand. So if you're going to be this totally honest motherfucker, you're going to tell these prosecutors what went down and they're going to send you away for 20 years. Fuck that. It's not happening, man. So when it comes to my ass looking at 20 or 30 years in prison, and if I can bullshit my way out of it, I'm going to bullshit my way out of it. Yeah, they do. I'll tell you this, Robin. Prosecutors are looking for a win. People don't understand it, but a prosecutor is the chief law enforcement officer, at least in the state of Michigan. They want to win, and they will win at any cost. I'm not saying they're going to lie or they're going to fabricate evidence, but if you're dumb enough to be around them when you're a bleeding heart and feel guilty, they will bend your ass over. Yeah, thanks, Kyle. It's already kind of warm. Yeah, they were interesting, Debbie. Debbie, as crazy as it sounds, they were actually decent guys. Black and crazy, it kind of black and Irish. It kind of seems like that. Yeah, Deb. I mean, I am in a hotel, Robin. Yep. It's my dog sacked out. Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you, man. I've said this before, but this damn YouTube, man, has been a damn lifesaver for me, literally. I was just out there fucking around, taking photographs and video, and even in my biggest depths of depression, and here I end up uploading